Hello everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today I am sharing my layout share, all the layouts that I made last month, so during the month of May. And the month of May was actually a really productive month. I have a couple layouts that I can't share with you because they're going to be coming up in process videos, and there's some design team work there, but I did get a whole lot done. In part because there was a scrapbook generation crop, National Scrapbook Day happened, so there were a lot of challenges going on for that too. So let me go ahead and get into it. Plus, I was also playing along with a lot of the Shimelle stuff, the Shimelle lives, and using her for inspiration. So this first one is actually from the Paper Issues National Scrapbook Day sketch challenges that they had. And I can't remember who came up with this sketch, but this was my interpretation of it. And I love how the little pieces of pattern paper peek up at the top here. That was such a nice touch to that layout. And I really also was really happy that my white misting spray showed up, which is something that I have been struggling with. For the scrapbook generation crop, I think this was for a 2-page scrap lift. So I kind of had to do a lot of Frankensteining of some paper, which is inspired by Shimelle, in order to make it work, because I wanted there to still be some of the same pattern papers on the first page as on the second page, and I didn't have enough of the Vicky Boutin color story stuff, so I had to make it kind of work. So this is actually, I think, supposed to be the second page, but I did some tags behind. I just cut them in half and rounded, or did the corners so that they would be equal, top and bottom. Added a couple other elements from my stash. This is from my daughter's birthday, so that's page 1 or 2 or something, and then this is the other page. So just getting some lots of pictures on a layout. I cut these down to 4x4. The other ones are like 3.5x5 on the other side. Really fun way to get a lot of stuff on the page. This one, I think, was, I don't think I did it for anything. I think I was just inspired by a Shimelle layout from several weeks ago. I don't know if she did it in March or April or when it was. But so the whole thing was just inspired by her. This is her technique and idea. And with the 2 circle photos, this is just a picture of my daughter and a friend. We went on a hike right after Christmas. It was a beautiful day. So I used a lot of the Shimelle Never Grow Up stuff, I think, because it was very outdoorsy. This one was for a Scrapbook Generation Challenge to use hexagons, and I think there was either a sketch or an actual layout that we were trying to scrap lift as well. I did some pattern paper strip and a washi tape up here on the top and made a little cluster, and then I just added a few bits and bobs, a few extra embellishments around the hexagons. And these are just photos of an at-home Easter egg hunt that we did through our local library. These are photos that I was going to put in my February Project Life thing, and I was kind of like running. I had too many photos, or I didn't know. For February, I didn't have enough. So I think these were the only 2 that would have gone in there. So I didn't really do a February one. I just decided to make a layout with these 2 and just call it a day. So I still use some of the Simple Stories Hello Today pieces on here. This is just a selfie that I took of myself at work this February. Yeah. I'm like, wait, I was at the office. When was that? And then my daughter was also helping me do some work stuff at home. So this was inspired by a Scrapbook Generation challenge. There was a Paige Evans layout that had some of these little triangles and making like a chevron. So hers were very big. I decided to go very small and just create a little bit of a banner. So I really liked the way that turned out, especially with the long title. I liked that too. This is one for the Paper Issues sketch challenge during National Scrapbook Day. A selfie that I took of a new haircut that I got. And I'm missing an H. So, hey, new air. No, I don't think so. I don't know where that H got to. Is it over here? It's somewhere, and I will find it, and I will fix that. But anyway, did a little bit of white gesso just to give it some extra texture behind it. And then I actually used coffee cup sleeves for these pieces up here. So really like the different texture that adds to it. This is my Project Life page for March, kind of a sort of an intro to March in my album. Just some random photos. My daughter fell asleep in the rocking chair. It was so cute. I participated in a networking cocktail thing during March, and I circled all the dates for where these pictures the dates of when the pictures were taken. And I have a lot of just like random pictures of my kid because she's really into having her picture taken now. And did a little bit of journaling just so I could kind of explain what the photos were. But yeah, I'm having fun. Some of these pieces are on the outside of the plastic and some of them are on the paper, but I am having fun trying to come up with different ways to use these pages. I think my goal actually is to use my fuse tool and kind of like make these smaller, or do some sort of like something I haven't done in a while, a sequin shaker pocket for one of them. This just went up. There was a scrapbook process for it. It's the Let's Get Sketchy challenge for this month. So I won't go too much into detail here, but the process video is on the challenge. It's a really fun challenge and I recommend that you participate. I had a process video for this one. This is me doing the crayon resist background with some misting sprays or watercolors, whatever you want to use. So check out that process video. This one again was using that same sort of Shimelle technique, but the circle was larger. I actually did not have enough of these stickers, so that's why these placeholder things are here to remind me that I'm going to do circular photos going all the way, curving all the way around. And obviously they're going to be fall because that's what it is. So I'm just going to save this until this fall. I did this layout and purchased all of these products specifically for these photos of our deck being rebuilt. And I titled this 2 weeks, 3 months, because originally they said it was going to take 2 weeks, but it took them 3 months. And it was just the craziest. There was no communication between the contractors. And basically, we live in a townhome. So the association was, scheduling all of this and setting this forth. So we literally had no idea what was going on. And for way too long, all of my deck furniture was in my living room. This was right before Christmas too. And I'm like, really? I want to put my Christmas decorations out. You have to finish this. So right before December, they did finish it. Thank goodness. And I think I have a process video about the day that it was finished. My daughter and I went out and took a picture. So check that out here on the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button wherever it is, wherever you're watching, because you won't miss out on other process videos. And if I start talking about oh, I did a process video for that, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know because I already watched it. This is based on a Shimelle layout. There's a little bit of paper tearing here. Mine didn't really turn out as well as hers, but that's okay. Just used a lot of outdoorsy pieces. This grassy strip was very, very old. I think K & Company had it in my stash. It still had the adhesive. So I just used it for these photos. My daughter and I sometimes take walks around the neighborhood and we go over to the golf course, and it was beautiful sunset that evening. So that was a nice one. And then, oh, this was so exciting because I've talked about this before, my Canon mini printer, which prints 2x3 photos. So I was able to scrap along with Shimelle actually for this layout, and she was using small photos. So I used small photos and that was really fun. I like the way this one turned out. This was also based on a Shimelle layout. And I cut these into, I don't know if they're 3.5 by 5. They might be a little bit smaller. But anyway, this is based on something that she did. I really like having the bigger cluster here and then a little cluster along the diagonal. Did a little bit of mixed media of the packaging technique with some Tim Holtz spray. A lot of this stuff is from the May Best of Both Worlds kit that Shimelle put together with just a few extra pieces from my stash. We got to do a virtual meet and greet with Michael Carbonaro, who is a magician. And if you have not watched his TV show, The Carbonaro Effect on True TV, I highly recommend it. It's great for the whole family. He did a virtual magic show, which was really awesome. We let our daughter stay up late to watch it. And then we won a spot in his virtual Q&A. So that was really cool to be able to chat with him, and we had a good time with that. This was also a Shimelle one. I think I was scrapping at the same time she was scrapping. So if you're watching her, you probably saw this. Just 3 pieces of pattern paper, 4 of the 2x3 photos with the little tag here, which was the perfect size. A little bit of embellishment clusters here. And I had this weird grassy ribbon trim in my stash. And when she was going to add some to hers. So I was like, sure, I have something like that. I'll add it to mine. Perfect. Here's another one with a photo placeholder, and I did write down the size of the photo, 3.5 by 5, horizontal. Shimelle did one going this way, but because I had these paper strips, it thought it was going to be a little weird to have them upside down going that way. So mine's going to be going this way. I do have a couple embellishments here, not totally all the way stuck down, just so I can put the photo there when I'm done. But I did kind of follow her direction to do the mixed media. I think she went back and added some green, so I'll have to remember to do that before I tape down the final photo. I don't know what kind of photo I'm going to put here. We'll just have to wait and see, but I will save this in my pre-made scrapbook layout stash, and we'll just kind of see what happens. This one I also did a process video for. That one up. That's the Mixed Media Frenzy May Hop. So May 28th, I believe that was. So definitely go back and check that one. This was really fun. The mixed media packaging technique, again, just with misting sprays, and then scrap lifting Julie Taylor. And then this last one was also Shimelle inspired. She created a background and she hated it. So I did kind of the same thing, but I didn't use the inks. I used misting sprays and the packaging technique. I think I also have a process video for this either out or coming out soon. So this is like a sneak peek if it's not out already. Ooh, if you're watching this video. So again, definitely subscribe so you don't miss out when that goes up. Let me know if you have any questions on any of the products that you've seen or any of the layouts that you've seen in this video, and I will answer those in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time for more scrapbooking. Bye!